Hello, Sanmonani. My name is Lungsan Hlongwa, and this series of videos is Donald Trump and the 48 Laws of Power. And on this video today, I'm going to speak about a certain element or a certain aspect in the character, in the personality, in the phenomenon that is Donald Trump. Not so much a law in the 48 Laws of Power, but just an aspect of his being and his ability and his sort of elements of his being, let's say, and the aspect of his personality that I'm intent on saying some words about today is the simple idea of fighting back, fighting to the death. This is what he believes. He believes that under any circumstances where he is being attacked, he fights. He fights and he fights all the way to the end. Back when he was still in business and he had lawsuits against him back in the 1980s and 70s, I believed there was a lawsuit that was put against his and his father's company for racial discrimination in the tenants of some of the buildings that he owned, and his response then was to fight the case, to never concede, to never surrender, to never give in, to never give up, not in any way, shape, fashion, or form. His instinct is to fight and fight and fight and fight and fight. It's the same thing that you saw after he was shot at. Almost instinctively, his response to everything, to any challenge, to any obstacle, to any accusation is just simply to fight back. The way he just jumped back up and put his fist in the air in absolute defiance in the face of death, in the face of a death threat and an attempt at his life. That was his reaction to that. And I want to read a bit or a short sort of passage from The Art of the Deal, and this is what he says regarding this sort of instinct of just fighting. I'd rather fight than fold, because as soon as you fold once, you get the reputation of being a folder. And this is him. This is classic Trump. This is his attitude since he was in business. It's always been his strategy. It's always been his makeup, and it still is to this day, with all the court cases that have been brought against him, the criminal cases that have been brought against him, all the legal maneuvers that have been brought against him to try and get him down, try to get him to not even be eligible to run for the presidency. Because that was a big part of the Biden administration, the Biden term, is to ensure that they do everything they can to just ensure that this person is not in a position to be able to run for the presidency. And he just keeps on fighting. He keeps on fighting, no matter how many times he gets blows, no matter how many assassination attempts get placed on his life. He just keeps on fighting. And that's just a part of who he is. That's just his nature. That's just his personality, his character, and that's just what it is. Let me know what you think about this sort of aspect of this man's being, this man's personality and character, of just being relentless and just fighting to the death. There's actually another thing that I'm thinking about now. That I read in one of his books. I forget which one, but basically he was describing a situation whereby he was being attacked, and he said something in that book that perfectly encapsulates his philosophy, which is that even if I fall, or even if I fail, I'm going to fight, or I'm going to fight even if I fail, even if I fall. And if I am going to fall, I am going to do so while kicking and screaming. And that is what you saw in January the 6th in 2021, when he was meant to be leaving office, when he was meant to facilitate a peaceful transition of power, whether it was legitimate, whether his concerns and his points of the election was stolen or legitimate or not, that was him. That was him kicking and screaming while he left the White House. And that is a testament of his nature, of his character. And this is not judgment. This is not to portray him in a negative or a positive light. This is just an open and honest discussion about a man that is the most powerful person in the world, rather, because he leads the most powerful nation in the world. And his being is a topic of interest. And I think it's a topic that's worthy of discussion, because we are all a part of this world that he is at the pinnacle of. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. I'm very, very eager to hear what you have to say, what you think. That's what I live for. That's what I'm here for, to have the engagements and the conversations and the back and forth and sharing our ideas and our thoughts. I'll see you in the comment section.